What's up, everyone? Starting off today in this monster pond room, we're going to be talking about this dog bone. But before we jump into that, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about my recovery. So you guys see in some videos I have my boots on and sometimes I have them off. Well, that is because I am supposed to be transitioning to full 100% weight bearing and transitioning out of the boots. So on small journeys, I might try and do it without the boot. And then long journeys, like every day that I'm at work, I have the boots on because there's a lot more that can happen. So I have the boots on like I do now. But hopefully next week I will be completely out of these boots and have a little bit more normalcy back to my life. But we shall see. It has been a long time coming, that is for sure. So I wanted to give you guys that little update before we jump into things here. Alright, so jumping in over here, if you take a look at this dog bone, you can see I have started to strip the seams that I have to replace. So I've got 1, 2 right there. I've got 3 in this corner. You can see that stripped all the way down and opened up. And we've got this corner right here, which I've already started to strip. And I've got this tool. I'm going to go ahead and work a bit more. And I have that back corner right there that I also have to do. And this front corner that I patched before, I'm on the fence if I'm going to go ahead and redo that one right now or when we have to. But we are working on this dog bone. How exciting is that? So soon here we'll be able to get this puppy back up and rolling. You know, it's just been hard with my legs and everything else. So we've just been taking it slow. I've got a little bit of time today, so I'm going to go ahead and work on this. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. You see that is all the way cleared out, all the way in there. This tool kind of gets in there and roughs it all the way up, bam. And I just pull this big chunk out, work it all the way down. So now I got to start working up from the bottom and working my way up, bam. Look at that, just like that. Big old chunk of silicone is out. We are down to bare glass, boom, boom. Look at that, nice uniform all the way down, V-notch. And that's what we want to go ahead and coat with nice new silicone. Okay, got this front corner stripped, that back corner there stripped. I got to go around with a fresh razor blade and clean everything up. I got to go up to Home Depot and get some more of these plates, and I want to beef up every other corner on here that doesn't have one on. And I have to replace this one here because it popped out. So I got to get a longer one for right here. Put that back together and pick up the silicone. Then we can start siliconing everything into place. And this tank can really start being revived back to its former glory. It's on a new stand. It's getting new seals. And boy, oh boy, it's going to be awesome. So you know, all this crap in the way right here. This next week or so, we'll come over here, get in the pond, and me and my dad are going to rebuild this whole entire wall right here, get this out the way, so we can then bring this bad boy out and put it right on top of this tank in here. So let's have a look at this right here. We have the wood sitting outside. We'll go ahead and get that cut, and on here, go ahead and paint the edges black, and that tank will come sit right here. Then we'll have 2 tanks on top of the 4500. Good news, we did secure the glass for this tank. I'm just, you know, waiting on my feet to be able to carry a 500-pound piece of glass and get this in, or have enough guys to help me go get it and install it. But now we're going to start cleaning out this tank to prepare for that. While I'm at Home Depot, I'm going to go ahead and get the hole saws I need to cut the hole saw in here and this tank, start getting all the plumbing pieces together, and start getting these tanks plumbed in. I will have to drop this tank down so I can go ahead and drill this and install that one there. and we should be in pretty good shape. Then next would be to go ahead and get this sump drained and set up. So if you guys remember, that pool is sitting on top of that tank right there. So we're gonna go ahead and get that set up next after we get rid of some of this confusion over here. This 400's next, and the 550 as well. Those can be used as filler projects. And of course we got this 240 sitting over here in the walkway, which once that 195 comes out, this tank will lean up onto its side and go right there. So a lot of stuff happening, but the craziness is starting to come to an end. Well, it's just getting started, but you know what I mean. Projects are coming to completion. Down here, you guys can see we got our boy Oakley down here. This was a new Fly River Turtle pickup, and he is having a grand old time. He is in quarantine here, but soon we'll go into a new tank. And you guys seen that we did have the new the baby Ray. The other pearl, I said, as it went home, no longer here. We have 3 of the baby pearls. Got the regular het pearl and the BD hybrid. These 5 can all find new homes. And then this girl right here, I'm undecided if I'm going to get rid of, or I'm going to go ahead and keep her around and see how she develops. But looking at everything else, looks great. I do have my eyes on this girl right here. I do think that she is going to be the next one to drop, so I've got my eyes on her. And look at the boys up here. They see me, they see food. Look at these bad boys. Holy cow. And I want to show you guys something. Even though this is an independent system just being ran off of that filter box and the FX filters, if you actually get down here, you can see all the way down full 20 feet to the other side of the tank. So the clarity on this tank is pretty good, although we can get it even better. We're looking through it through 52 inches of water, and it's nothing. Looks crystal clear. But we're gonna go ahead and get this on the system and make this even cleaner than what it is now. Pacus are all swarming up with the catfish. Actually got that big red tail I'm probably gonna go ahead and put in here just to get him out of quarantine. And I've been seeing the Matoro go after the female as well, so we might have some babies, we might not. We shall see here in a couple of weeks to a couple months whether she starts developing or not, but we shall see. Alright, then take a look at this guy. He is adorable. This is a razorback musk turtle. He looks super cool. Looks just like Godzilla, just a mini tiny version of him. There he goes. Picture of his back shell. That is him sitting in my hand. This is about as big as these guys will get. But man, he is just so cool. This is something for, you know, a lot of people can care for in a smaller tank. So this is a much more acceptable sized turtle. So a lot more people do like them. But you know, the name, the musk turtle, they do have a little bit of a funky smell to them. But don't all turtles smell just a little bit? He is a curious little guy. Look at him just staring me down. He does not have a name, but we might put him up for adoption and find him a good home, or make him a small little setup here and do some educational videos on him before we go ahead and send him on his way. As you guys can see, I've been working on cleaning windows, so just make the tanks looking a little better. I've started on this row, got this tank done as well. I'm working my way down the line here. We did get in some Dorados here. I went ahead and treated them yesterday. That's why you see the cloudy water. Had a little bit of a bacteria bloom in here. So giving them a water change right now. But working on all these tanks, and then I'm going to start working my way around. I did do the Bellagio tank as well, as you can see. It is very crisp and clear. It actually looks way clearer and person than it does in the video. That's a bit weird. Let me go ahead and give you guys a nice pan of the whole tank. Looking fabulous as ever. There we go. Went ahead and cleaned my camera lens. I must have touched it and smudged it. Now you guys can see what I'm talking about. Nice, clean and clear, crisp water. So there we go. Pan back around. Everything's starting to look spick and span again. Started doing this tank as well with this Chinese wet wells in here. Look at him. He's just going to town. I got to do to the front of the glass yet. And I'm going to work on this tank next, inside and out. And give this tank a once over. Same thing with the 2200. I got to really get the outside of the glass here. You can see where just stuff was dripped down from feet or whatnot. I got to go ahead and get a plastic razor blade and scrape this off. Went ahead and cleaned the rest of the aisleway here and getting all this stuff put away so we can go ahead and walk through here. And check it out, Chomper is in there. The ambient temperature on that rock is 77.9. I can kick this up another notch to get it even hotter in there if I want. But Mr. Chomper is coming out and starting to explore, so he is feeling much better now. We're going to go ahead and mount this UVB to the underside. That's on for tomorrow's task because I've already been here quite some time, so I'm going to go ahead and head home. But Mr. Chomper is stomping over his water dish right now. So tomorrow, now that he's woken back up, we'll start back on the fresh greens because he hasn't been touching it lately. And of course, he is on the Missouri Tortoise chow too, just to stay good on all the vitamins and whatnot. But things are whipping back into shape. I need to go back and get new lights on all three of those tanks because something on there keeps tripping the breakers. So I'm just done with them. I'm going to rip them all off and put new lights on here over the next week or so. Whatever I feel like doing that day, just know we are working towards the end goal, just getting these projects done. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and we will catch you in the next one. As always, stay fishy, my friends.